Never thought I'd be back here so soon. Oh, thank you, dude. I appreciate it, by the way. Oh, man. You doing okay, man? I wasn't sure if I was going to see you for a long time. In fact, I haven't seen you back in here since the Epic Mickey 2 video that you did. Are you doing okay? Yeah, that Epic Mickey 2 game, it was extremely mediocre, but, you know, it had a few redeeming qualities to it, but it was incredibly average. This one that I'm doing a video on now, this is one of the most mediocre, if not borderline worst games I've played in a long time, and I'm glad you guys have a lot of this, because I needed to get through this one. Wait, are you talking about Bloodrayne? That 2002 hack-and-slash game that was released by that company Terminal Reality on the original PS2 and Xbox? You're reviewing that one? Oh my gosh. Welcome back to a review, guys. Once again, I haven't felt this way about a game I've reviewed on this channel since Epic Mickey 2. And this one here is... I know that this game has its fans, but the original Bloodrayne, and even this remastered game, regardless of the technical issues that this port has with the constant annoying crashes and lost progress, that aside, as the game goes period, both remastered and original, this is not a very good game. Bloodrayne has a ton of issues associated with it, and I don't even know where to begin with this review. I paid $20 for the Bloodrayne Remastered collection, and I feel like I wasted my money in so many regards with how just abysmal so many parts of this game is as a classic hack-and-slash experience for so many people. There are plenty of better ways I could have spent that $20. Come on, no! Another Overwatch 2 loss. Damn it! Oh wait, what's this cool advert? Oh sweet, another NFT scam! I'd much rather lose $20 doing this, knowing I'm not going to make any money out of it, and I'm going to look like a moron, rather than buying Bloodrayne. For starters, guys, Bloodrayne has extremely average visuals. I don't really have a ton of complaints when it comes to this game. Aesthetically, through each of the three main areas that you go through, along with character models and just visuals, period, the game is average, not really anything special. Music, there's nothing really notable either. The soundtrack in this game is extremely forgetful. I really didn't have any major tracks that stood out to me whatsoever. I mean, these are just very base elements of the game. I didn't find any of this stuff incredibly impressive, but they weren't necessarily bad aspects of the game. Although, to be honest, I feel like, compared to a lot of other games I've played, I could even make a better soundtrack than what Bloodrayne provides.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, a rendition of a popular Christmas classic for the upcoming video game, Who Gives a Crap, may I present Nubu Pupu Batsu with his rendition of this Christmas classic. Live!
This bit was crap. Also, it's not even wintertime, it's still summer. These elements of Bloodrayne, from the visuals and the music, I wasn't terribly impressed with, but it's not the reason why I don't care for the game whatsoever. The plot and story of this game are extremely bland and boring. When I initially was researching this game to actually play it for the first time, I was initially intrigued by it. With this rogue vampire going and stopping a bunch of Nazis and taking down evil forces throughout Germany in order to save the world. I didn't really follow the plot line. The story is incredibly boring. It's not very interesting. There isn't a very large cast of characters. They barely get any dialogue or interaction. There's 3 main areas that you explore through that don't really have any relevant plot details. It's incredibly short in comparison. It's about 45 hours on length. I didn't connect with anything in this world. I didn't connect with the characters or anything else. The dialogue's extremely unimpressive. Story and characterization throughout this game are extremely boring and non-existent. It's extremely average for the plot.
To do it.
No time for pleasantries, just like your half-sister.
I'm just confident in my abilities.
So am I. But this is your first assignment for the Brimstone Society, so everything must go according to plan. What do we know so far?
Fine. Newspapers claim the people of Morton, Louisiana are turning into some type of monster. They're calling them mutates. Doctors think a new disease is the cause, so they've quarantined the area.
You make me proud.
There are numerous known biological masses in town. They appear to be the carriers of the condition.
But for a game like this, you don't typically look for the story. And even though I wasn't incredibly impressed by that, I played a ton of games that have lackluster or boring stories that make up for it with the gameplay. So, with a lackluster story and a lack of relevant characters aside, maybe the hack-and-slash gameplay, platforming, and exploration will make up for that. Wow. What an open and extremely bland environment. No good enemies to fight, and awful controls. So, to answer the question, it sucks.
Good girl.
Where to now?
You tell me. Use your aura sense.
Good thing we're not hypersensitive to holy items like some vampires.
That basically sums up the gameplay of the game right there. Extremely boring and bland in open environments, like the opening Louisiana area, for example, where you just follow a number of pathways through the swamp before you get to an extremely frustrating boss, with difficult and stiff controls, unintuitive hack-and-slash gameplay with using a lot of ranged moves in order to take down enemies, that, by the way, are very few and far between in some areas, frustrating puzzles and platforming, extremely boring and basic combat, and boss fights that are extremely frustrating to go through. And it's just not fun when you combine all of these gameplay elements together. This game's gameplay is some of the worst I've seen in such a long time. When I went into this game, I expected something a little bit more. This is a classic hack-and-slash game that is renowned by so many people, along with Bloodrayne 2, and the indie game that came out with it, which is a side-scroller called Bloodrayne Fresh Bites. Whether you're a fan of, like, the movie, any TV show adaptations, manga, whatever else has been created from this franchise, it has its fans. And that's the reason why I wanted to play Bloodrayne. With a lackluster story, cast of characters, extremely bland and frustrating gameplay, terrible platforming, stiff and unresponsive controls, boring combat, which something like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta has done better, in addition to an extremely washed-out looking game for the time of 3D visuals, everything goes against this game as being extremely bad or mediocre. This game, all in all, I would say is borderline bad for me. It's 100% mediocre regardless. And this isn't a game I can safely recommend to anybody, especially not the HD version. If you're someone who's a fan of this game and this franchise, and you're upset about this video, I'm sorry, this is just one man's opinion, but I could not get into this one. This is an extremely mediocre game with very few or little redeeming qualities to me, both the HD version and the original port for that matter. If you guys enjoy this game and want to give it a shot, feel free, but do not buy the HD version. Track down an original copy for a very cheap price if you want to sink your toes into it. Maybe you'll see something in it that I did not, but at the end of the day, I did not care for Bloodrayne very much whatsoever. Can't really recommend this hack-and-slash classic, if you do so wish want to call it that. And that is it for today's video, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this review, because this isn't a game that I enjoyed whatsoever, but I'm not going to lie and sugarcoat my opinions, especially when it comes to making these reviews to you guys. I didn't really enjoy the original Bloodrayne very much at all. But nonetheless, though, if you guys enjoy Bloodrayne, you have your own thoughts on it, have any comments on the video, or just anything in general about what I've talked about here today, put it down in the comment section down below. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. If you did enjoy this review, give it a like, and subscribe to the Nostalgia Factor, this channel, if you do want to catch more reviews and other gaming videos or projects in the future. So, and don't forget to check out that community tab, because I do post in there from time to time on the next review, updates to you guys, and just stuff surrounding the channel in general. So, check back with that every once in a while if you want to be part of voting in the polls and whatnot. And I do appreciate you guys supporting this channel. I love doing these reviews and all the other videos that we do. I do this for you guys, so hopefully you guys continue to enjoy watching this content. Nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for checking this out. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, Nostalgics. Keep on gaming.